What was it like when I got into MAT treatment when I was pregnant? Now, I had tried MAT treatment before at a previous very unprofessional MAT treatment center. So when I found out I was pregnant, I had no idea what to do. Literally Googled it. And in my area, if you live in like the Ohio, Indiana, Kentucky region, and you're close to Good Sam Hospital, they have a program called the HOPE program for pregnant women in recovery. Go to that hospital if you can. I actually called them, and they were able to refer me to a treatment center that had programs for pregnant women. Typically, if you're pregnant, you can get into a treatment center much faster. Now, before you go into treatment, you have to not use for so many hours. Okay, so they want you to be going through slight withdrawal, especially if you're going to be going on to like Suboxone or Subutex, because taking that while on your other substance can cause you to have precipitated withdrawal, and you don't want that. I scheduled my appointment for very early in the morning, and if you can have someone take you and go with you, that would be ideal. The very first appointment, you're going to be there for a very long time because this is like your intake appointment. So you typically have to see a doctor, counselor, a caseworker, because they need to get your whole background. So you're going to be there all day. But the nice thing about this treatment center is that they had a separate waiting room for the patients who were intake or new patients, so that you're not sitting in a room full of other people while you're going through withdrawal. They had these really nice chairs. They brought us blankets. They had a TV. Actually care and try to help with the withdrawal. After you see all those people, then they're going to dose you on site. Make sure that you're not going to have any adverse reactions to the medication. They observe you for a little while after you take it. At my treatment center, we had to come back again the very next day. Then when you start out, they will give you a smaller prescription, and then the longer you're in treatment, your prescription quantity will increase. Very first started treatment, I was in IOP, which is like intense outpatient treatment. So I had to go to groups 3 times a week and see a counselor. And the longer that you are in treatment, those groups will decrease and your appointments will decrease. You can take home larger quantities of medication. So in the beginning, it is a lot. It can be especially difficult if you are also working to try to schedule your work around those groups. Honestly, I don't even know how people work in the beginning when you're in treatment, because you're going through like so many changes. It's really hard. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask.